Hey everybody, I hope you're having a good day. I got a really special review. It's part one of two. So this is the initial review and part two is going to be in the field and I'm going to be chopping wood and sawing and everything else. I had a gift given to me by my dad. So his birthday just passed and I gave him a knife that he had stolen from him, like I mentioned in my Buck Knives review. I replaced his 110 that got stolen from him and he gave me the ultimate badass knife. Okay, and that's not an exaggeration at all. A lot of times in my reviews, I talk about taking a knife to the end of the world. Would I take this knife to the end of the world with me? The apocalypse, the zombie, or whatever. I talk about that. And it's usually not going to be a folder because it's a mechanical. I love this knife, but I don't trust my life with it. Okay. I have some fixed blades, some hunting knives and stuff like that. A Silver Stag Skinner, Schrade 1430T, the Buck 632. Those are all cool. I don't trust my life with them necessarily. Okay. This is the US M3 1943 model trench knife. Would I take this to the end of the world with me? Yeah, probably. I mean, honestly, I probably would because people use this in the worst times of the world. Piercing ability, excellent. Okay. It has a pretty good edge. It has a full tang, which means the metal goes all the way down to here. You have leather washers stacked. Here you have the maker. I'm not sure if you can read that. Okay. This is pretty awesome, but this is nothing. This is nothing compared to what I'm about to show you. Okay. So in 1998, a company came out called Tops Knives. Tops Knives. And honestly, I'll be completely honest, okay? I had never heard of Tops Knives. They make unbelievable stuff, and I'm already looking at new stuff. And the prices are really good for the quality, where they're made, and the value that you get out of these things. Okay. So my dad, I didn't know what he was going to give me. I was thinking maybe a knife or something because we're knife freaks and we give each other knives a lot. When I opened this thing, I was like, this is the ultimate knife. This is the apocalypse knife. This is the end of the world knife. So I may not even say that in reviews anymore because this is it. Would I take this to the end of the world? You're damn right I will. Okay. So when I pulled this thing out of the sheath, I mean, I feel like the voice from the movies should come out. When you pull this thing out, one man and a knife in the mountains. I mean, I'm just joking around, but seriously, take a look. 1/4 inch thick steel. All the way through. Full tang. Fit and finish. Amazing. Fantastic. Very, very comfortable. Canvas micarta handle, which is it's a canvas linen in a thermoplastic setting, I guess is the best way to explain it. It's very, very durable. Okay. You have jimping for your hand, jimping for your thumb. Holy cow. It's got a ramp. It's made in the US of A. What is this called? This is the Steel Eagle 107C Delta class. Okay. So when Tops Knives came out in 1998, they made the 107D in a Tanto. You can see the sheath here is for a Tanto. They just use the same sheath for both. And it was a really, really popular knife. Well, over 20 years later, well, actually in 2017, a little bit less, they came out with the Delta class. So this is an acid rain finish. Hopefully you guys can see this. Okay. A lot of knives with this, I laugh at. When I see the saw teeth on it, I'm like, that's cheap. It's a Rambo wannabe knife. It's nothing. This is not a joke. This is the actual real deal. Okay. They have offset 1/4 inch wide steel teeth. Wow. I pulled this thing out of the box, and Well, first of all, when I pulled it out, I was like, holy shit. I mean, this thing's 18.2 ounces. It's 13 inches long, has a 7-inch edge, and a 7.63 inch blade from the handle up. Yeah, I mean, that was my response. I felt it, and I was like, wow. Thick blade, razor edge from the factory. And I'm not saying try this at home, but I just wanted to see. So I started putting my arm. My dad's like, I don't know if it will shave hair. One pass. I had a pile of hair on this thing, and my mom's like, and my dad's like, damn. I'm like, yeah, this is the real thing, guys. This is not Hollywood. I've read on their website and I've watched YouTube videos from employees from Tops, and they say, maybe not this model exactly everywhere, but a lot of their knives are used by special forces, military, first responders, people like that. And it says they're often requested in hot spots, which is a cool word, right? Hot spots all over the world. I believe it. I 100% believe it. And like I said, I pulled this thing out. Look at how thick this thing is, right? It's just, holy cow. Freaking razor blade. This thing will shave your face. I wouldn't use it to, don't shave your face, but wow. Okay, just wow. Steel, 1095. 1095 steel has been a standard forever. Okay. My grandpa fought on Iwo Jima as a Marine sergeant, and he used 1095 steel and carried a K-bar. Do you know what those knives did? They killed men. They killed people, and they saved lives. 1095 steel. People are critical of everything online, and that's okay. That's just the world we're in nowadays, because I can Google something and tell you you're wrong, and I can be critical. But 1095 steel is a standard, and I think it will be around forever. It's a really, really hard steel. It's an affordable steel. So let's talk about the price. This knife goes for about $165. And some people are like, man, that's a lot. That's a whole lot. Well, I don't know how much your life is worth. My life is worth a little more than $165. My life might be worth like $200. No, but this is a Chris Reeve Umnenzon. Okay, retail price $450. Okay, it's a very sturdy, tough knife. You could do some hard work with it, but it's $450 because it has that custom feel touch. Maybe 20 people have handled this thing. In America, you have to pay American wages to make this thing. I understand that. Production costs and everything else. So $450. $165. So knife people understand this, and they put it into perspective. Like I said, end of story is my life is worth more. Last year, I was in Colorado for a week with my buddy Ryan, elk hunting. I was bow hunting. I had 2 bear encounters, and I had 3 moose encounters, okay? And I had a bow and no gun on me, which is my fault. I had a 1911 back at the camp. I didn't feel like carrying it. Would I have felt a little bit better if I had this in my hand with a huge cinnamon black bear just yards away from my buddy Ryan? You better believe it. I mean, it gives me chills thinking about it. Would I feel a little bit better having this? Now, would I have been successful killing a bear? I don't know. But the confidence level in a 1/4-inch thick blade stock, razor sharp, with a hunter's point or a clip point or a drop point, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'd feel pretty good, guys. And I'm not a big lanyard person, to be honest, but with a knife like this, where you're going to be chopping and doing all kinds of stuff, maybe in the winter or with gloves if you're camping or doing survival stuff, I'm going to put a lanyard on this because I don't want to lose this knife in water. One thing I don't want to lose it on. And when I'm chopping, I don't want to accidentally let go of the knife and then it hits me somewhere or someone else or whatever. Okay. So I'm going to put a lanyard on it. You can tie paracord and stuff like that on it. And you could tie it to a spear or a stick that you're making to kill a deer or hog or whatever. You can stab things with it. This knife, it's just unbelievable. And you get a whistle with it. You get a whistle. I'm just kidding. It's kind of funny. It's more of a billboard. I mean, so it has their name. It has their website and their phone number. When you blow on it real soft, it kind of sounds like a train. If you blow on it hard, it's pretty loud. So if you're dying in the woods and you're tired of screaming and you lost your voice and this is on your backpack, yeah, it's cool. It's a survival whistle or whatever. One thing I really like that they put on their website is that they prioritize their emails. I know that sounds funny, but a person that sits on their ass at a computer all day, like I say in all my videos, you get a lot of emails, and sometimes it's hard to prioritize. And they tell you on their website how they prioritize. They say it's nearly impossible for a small company to answer every email within 24 hours. Yeah, that's a true statement. Then they say they have to prioritize. Who is their top priority? Active military personnel. Good for you guys. Okay, first responders, policemen, firefighters, SWAT team, right? And that's pretty much it. And then after that, it was warranty. And then after that, it was general inquiry. What kind of metal is this? Or what kind of handles do you guys have? Something like that. But the fact that they put that on their website, that they prioritize military and first responders, I love that. And it's an American company, and Steel Eagle, and it's just awesome. So good for you guys. And the attention that you're giving the first responders and the military, they deserve that 100%. And that's not even an argument. That's a fact. They deserve that. So I like the sheath. You know, it retains it. Just like if you guys have a pistol with a Kydex, just like that feel. When you put it in there, I mean, it's not going anywhere at all. Okay. It's solid as a rock. This is a right-handed sheath, and I'm a left-handed person, and I'm okay with that. I'm not going to complain about it. I wore this on my left hip today around my property, just walking around and hiking and stuff like that. And I pulled the knife out probably like 10 to 12 times. No problem at all. So no complaint whatsoever. This thing's awesome. If I was going on a survival trip, I would probably wrap this with paracord, to be completely honest, just to have extra paracord on me. I know I'd probably have it in my pack too. This clip is very strong spring, okay? And it will rotate if you want to. So you can put it on your pack or whatever and rotate the clip. But I'm extremely impressed with Tops knives. I really am. And I got to say, this is the knife I would take with me to the end of the world. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Dad, thank you for this knife. This is the most badass knife I've ever had and probably ever will have. This is the knife to me now. It is awesome. It's not an EDC for my office job or anything, but it is the knife. So guys, stay tuned for part 2. I'm going to get outside and I'm going to chop some wood. I'm going to do some survival stuff, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a good rest of the day.